There are those in the West who die by the way of the gun, and there are those who die by way of boredom. I was the second.
Hey guys, this is my review for Hostiles, a film that I've actually been quite interested in seeing for quite some time. This is directed by the same guy who directed Crazy Heart and Out of the Furnace. Both movies I've really been meaning to watch, but I haven't gotten to. This film is about Christian Bale, who's a Union soldier who has had a long history of war as well as fighting hostile natives, whether it be Apache, Comanche, or whatnot. He knows their language, but he despises them. This is his last mission. He's been given an order by the Lang to take Wes Studi, who is a former war chief criminal, back to Montana because he's dying of the cancer. And this is the story about how they go from Fort they are in New Mexico to Montana. Along the way, they find Rosamund Pike, whose entire family has been killed by a Comanche tribe. And then we literally just get a lot of really pretty shots of people walking. This movie is a Terrence Malick-like film. It's very art housey, and that will turn some people off. There are movies like Drive or It Comes at Night that come to mind to me as art house films, films that don't follow the conventional means of normal films in this category. In fact, they focus more on a narrative in terms of visual style, or they don't leave as much to be interpreted. They have voiceovers, or more about the image and the philosophy of the idea rather than the story itself. And it does not work. It does not work in this movie, guys. Christian Bale and Rosamund Pike and Wes Studi are all phenomenal actors. But in this movie, it is so clear that everyone is acting. No one talks or acts like this in any form of reality. They're all philosophically looking off into the distance and questioning their souls and all this garbage. And it's so ham-fisted. It's so obvious that it just bores the shit out of you. This movie has a runtime of about just around 2 hours, but it feels like 3 fucking days. Every part of the movie that actually forwards the story is so short and so insignificantly drawn out that it just bores you. The thing that's also a bit of a takeaway from the film is just how beautiful it's shot, and they realize that, and they literally just keep on showing you beautiful scenery shots. And that's cool and all, but you have to have a meaning. There has to be substance to why you are doing this. And there's scenes that are just dragged out for no discernible reason. A part that really stood out to me is a point where they're coming across the water, and there's nothing significant about it. They're just crossing water. They're just going in deep water. And instead of just showing maybe one or two, like a short 2-shot edit and then moving on, they show the whole group through edits going through the water. And you're just sitting there going, all right, why are you still showing me this? And that's the whole movie. There's so many parts that you're just sitting there wondering why they're holding on this shot, holding in this area. And there's all these amazing actors who are littered throughout this movie. Heck, even the guy from You Call Me By Your Name is in this movie for reasons. The whole point of the movie is obviously a stance on just how awful and brutal and genocidal the North American immigrants were to natives. And yes, you get that within the first 5 minutes, but this movie literally just hammers it into your goddamn head. If you want a movie that does it in a far more, in my opinion, respectful way, as well as just a less ham-fisted way, watch Wind River. Wind River was about that. This movie, you can tell what they're telling you. It's so obvious. It seems to be what a lot of people were talking about with the whole mother thing, where Darren Aronofsky was saying, hey guys, do you get it? Do you get it? And that's what it seems to be what's going on with this film. It honestly has nothing different to offer in terms of narrative other than the fact that it's really well shot. And honestly, I was laughing sometimes at just how overacting people were. Rosamund Pike has proven herself to be a very good actress. However, in this movie, I don't know, I just thought everything she did was corny. Everything, like at one point, there's her shooting a Comanche corpse, and I just thought, this looks really stupid. I understand the point. I understand what we're trying to get through development of her character, but it's so funny in how she just like... I didn't get it. I didn't understand how everyone who was part of this movie wasn't falling asleep standing up. The content is so boring that everything is wasted. The actors are wasted, the talent's wasted, the amazing cinematography is wasted, the pretty good music is wasted as well. So in the end, I feel that Hostiles, I understand what it was trying to do. However, it just bores the ever-loving shit out of you that you couldn't watch it a second time. This is a movie that literally I would put on if I wanted to go to sleep. Forever. Because that's what it felt like. I dozed off about 2 or 3 times throughout this movie. Every time I thought the movie was going to end, it somehow kept on going. And that's the longest 2 hours of my life since I watched a Terrence Malick movie. So in the end, I'm going to give Hostiles a 2 out of 7. The 2 represents the amount of hours that this movie wasted of my life. So anyways, guys, what did you think of Hostiles? Did you find it as boring and as blatant and as art housey as I did? Or did you find something about it that you enjoyed? Anyways, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. And if you're interested, maybe subscribe. Anyways, guys, that's all from me. I'll see you guys next time.